Hi, everybody. It's Mrs. Mozingo here to talk a little bit about next steps in our analogous and monochromatic mural that we're going to be working on. We've been focusing on this idea of self-portraits. In some of the older classes, we have been talking all about how do we put together different steps to create eyes and to create noses, step-by-steps, mouths, that sort of good thing. We've been talking over facial proportions and how the face is divided very mathematically, um, and even ways that we've done it in the past. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you the next step. After we've done our practicing with portrait basics, we have got an index card. Now, on the side that's lined, I want you to go ahead and put your name on the back side along with your class code. Okay, your class code. Now, on the other side, this is where we're going to draw our portrait. So just like we have been practicing, we're going to start really lightly with an oval. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and start to put the neck and the shoulders. That should just go right off the surface of the paper. Our facial guidelines, you might be able to just map those out on your own, just visually. I'm going to go ahead and just start to draw in. Okay, the parts of the face that we've been talking about. Eyebrows. We'll start to get some eyelashes in there, right? Okay, the nose, the mouth. Not done, still working. Okay. Okay, we know the hairline is up there. Okay, and after a while, you'll start to get kind of some of the basics in there, right? Let me put it right underneath it so you guys can see. Okay, and after you get a little bit of practice, you'll start cruising on the different parts of the face. I'm going to go ahead and start to show what my hair would look like. Remember, hair comes up and off the surface of the head, so I'll get that in there. And maybe some of my hair will go behind my head, some will come in front. In all its flowing glory, I'm going to go ahead and curve that line, get a shirt on there with a curved kind of a neck. Okay, now sometimes you guys see me in my glasses. So I'm going to start to put that out there as well. Here we go. And some of my bigger glasses. You know, I love my statement glasses. Okay, so I've got those on there as well. Now, here's the next step. After you've got that, we're going to start to apply color. Now, when we talk about color, monochromatic, mono means one, either a light or a dark of that particular color. We've talked about monochromatic. We've also talked about analogous, or colors that are right next to each other on the color wheel. For me right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start to do some outlining with the red first. So each table is going to get their own color, okay, whether it be red or blue, or maybe you get the yellow or the green bin. Okay, whatever it is, you get what you get and you don't have a fit. You are correct. Good job on that one. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get those in there. Chin. Okay, now I'm going to do some of the bigger outlining with this marker. So some of the bigger lines for the hair, thick, bolder lines. Okay. And the reason we've split up the colors is because some folks are, again, we're going to start to put these in color order. Okay, red, orange, yellow, blue, green, blue, and violet, or purple. We're going to start to put those together. Here we go. I'll get the edge of my shirt right there. Now, ultimately, we are going to start to color these in. I think I'm going to use one of the crayons here. So this one is actually kind of a red violet of sorts. We'll keep this under the red category, so I'll use this for the hair. Okay, after I've got this one. Okay, I'm going to start to use my colored pencil. So I'm just going to go really lightly. Now, again, the thing to kind of keep in mind as you're working on these, this is kind of my tester page. If we go really lightly, especially with a colored pencil or a crayon, if we go really lightly, it's a lighter value. The more that I push, here's a medium value. And if I push really hard, I get a darker value. Same thing. We'll have crayons here, lighter value, medium value, and a really dark value. Here it is, twistables. Even the twistables, check it out. Lighter value, medium value, and then a darker value. So as you start to think about that range of value, that's what I want you to show in your self-portrait. Because remember, these should be portraits of you. So I'm going to go ahead and start to add some color. We'll start to hear some announcements. Fun times. So ultimately, don't you just love real life coming in here?
Teachers, please stand by for biker, walker, and community ed class dismissal at 3:20. Explorers, grade 2, go to the cafeteria. 3 through 5, go to the East Gym. Thank you.
I love it. No worries. That gave me a little bit of time to draw. So here it is. Ultimately, we're going to use that range of lights to darks to show value. I've also got my finished one right here where I used markers, crayons, colored pencils, twistable crayons. And ultimately, we want to have no white spot showing whatsoever. We want to have it all your one monochromatic color. So make sure that you've got some sort of a pattern of lines, shapes, or textures. Also in the back, this one, you see it's a work in progress. So this is the next step for our analogous and monochromatic mural. Looking forward to seeing your work.